Welcome to another video. My name's Sam and today we are checking out this. The team over at Globular Cluster were very kind enough to send this over. And what this is they're calling it the Globular Cluster PCVR AP2 Adapter for PlayStation VR2. Let's get that in focus, shall we? Come on. You can do it. I believe in you, camera. There we go. So if anyone that doesn't know, when the PlayStation VR2 came out, you could only use it on the PlayStation 5. However, since then, Sony have released their own adapter to use it on PC. This is essentially the same, just from a third-party company, in this case, Globular Cluster. So we're going to be checking this out, seeing how it compares to the official Sony PlayStation VR2 PC Adapter. The thing that they say is different to this is A, it's cheaper, but B, it also has a, what do they call it, a tear-resistant design, so that when you plug in your headset into the adapter, it's got protection so that if you tug it or anything like that, it won't bend or break the adapter or the cable. Anyway, so enough chit chat. Let's get on to the video. We're going to do an unboxing and then I'll talk about my thoughts after doing some testing. Game on. Okay, so let's open this up. So standard packaging from Globular Cluster. It's got their branded logo on the top, name of the product in a nice gold, is that embossed? Slightly raised, it's got a bump to it, so that's kind of cool. Obviously the picture of it on front there. This does come with a DisplayPort cable, a 1.4 DisplayPort cable. Well, mine did anyway, because I have obviously had a little sneaky peek at this already. I couldn't resist. But yeah, so just standard packaging from Globular Cluster. Let's crack this open. What's nice is, like I said, this does come with a DisplayPort cable. Unlike the official Sony PlayStation VR2 PC adapter, which didn't, you had to buy your own cable separately. So we've got 3 different black box pouches in here. So this is the adapter itself. You can see here, this is what they mean by the tear resistant or whatever they're calling it. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I was right. So they are calling it tear resistant USB-C port. So that, don't know if you're able to see in there on this, there is the USB-C port inside there. So you plug your PlayStation VR2 into that, and this helps prevent it from bending. In essence, that's what they're saying anyway. So nicer and small and compact. We'll probably do a size comparison with the official one later on in the video. USB-C 3 cable there. There we go. Nice. Let's move all of this to one side. What is next? So here we have the DisplayPort cable 1.4. Here it is in all its glory. Nice braided cable as well, so good quality stuff from Globular Cluster. It's a hard one to say. Branded as well on both ends. And the last big box, we have power cable and then the plug for it. Looks like it's got a LED there, so you know when it's got power. Yeah, so there's the power cable that will plug into, yeah, so the AC, not the AC, the DC. There you go, AC, DC. The DC part, so that goes in there. Plug it into the wall. DisplayPort will go in here, connects to the graphics card. USB connects to your PC. Give it power. This is, in essence, everything that you get. Sorry, this, in essence, is everything that you get. You get the adapter. You get the power brick and plug. Comes with a USB-C cable because it's built into it, and you get a DisplayPort cable 1.4. So I'm going to connect all of this up and do some testing, and then we'll jump back into the future part of the video, and I'll let you know how it all goes, and we'll then compare this to the official PlayStation VR2 adapter from Sony. So I've been putting this through its paces. I've also been jumping back and forth between using the official PlayStation VR2 adapter. So I've been jumping between the two and trying to see if there is any difference, and just comparing the two, really. And my conclusion is there isn't really any difference. I say there isn't really any difference. There might be something, but I've not noticed it. It's that minuscule. When I connected the Globular cluster version to my computer and to my PlayStation VR 2, I had no issues. It connected straight away, and I jumped straight into games and everything ran smoothly, just as if I was using the official one from Sony. So yeah, Globular Cluster have worked their magic once again in making a really good product. Comparison-wise, it's just over half the size of the official PlayStation 1. Thickness is pretty much the same, but all in all, it's the same product, but smaller and lighter. Now, I don't have any fancy scales to actually compare the two in weight, but just holding them, I can tell that the Globular Cluster is lighter. Not by much, but it is, I can notice it being lighter. Whilst I've never had any issues with the official Sony PlayStation VR2 PC Adapter, with the cable bending or tugging it and it coming out, the Globular Cluster version with its tear-resistant design definitely keeps it nice and snug and in place. So there is, from what I can tell, no fear of bending your cables with this design. Now let's talk price. If we look on their website, you'll see that it is currently $39.99. That is with no cable though. If you do want a DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable or a mini DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable, that will increase the price to $44.99. If we compare this to the official adapter from Sony, they're asking for $59.99. And there is no option of a cable with this. You don't get a DisplayPort cable with this, you just get the adapter and the power brick. That is it. With Globular Cluster, you get the choice of having a cable shipped with it, and even with the cable, it's still cheaper. So if you have yourself a PlayStation VR 2 and a PC that is capable of doing VR, but you don't have the Sony adapter yet, and you're wanting to try PCVR, then you might be better off saving yourself some money and getting the one from Globular Cluster. Now, please don't just take my word for that. Do your research, read their website, find other content creators that have reviewed this product as well, and then make your own informed decision. But with my testing, I could not find any issues with it. I had no connection issues. Everything ran just as smooth. I did run into one issue, but it was not the fault of the adapter. It was NVIDIA and their drivers. I have an NVIDIA 3080 Ti, and their latest drivers for my card introduced stuttering. Now, this is only for using the PlayStation VR 2 headset. If I used my Quest, no issues. It only seemed to affect the PSVR 2. Rolling the drivers back to an earlier version did fix that. So if you do have any stuttering issues with your PlayStation VR 2 on the PC, a driver version that does work for me is version 572.83. I'll put that on the screen so that you can see it as well. So 572.83 is the version that worked for me and removed the stuttering. So should you pick one of these up? If you're, like I've said, if you're on the market for using your PSVR 2 on PC and you don't already have the official Sony PC adapter, then yes, I would strongly consider picking one of these up. Saying that, their website says it's out of stock. To my knowledge, this isn't actually out yet. I have reached out to Globular Cluster to ask when the product might be coming out. It's meant to be soon, I do know that, but no date as of recording this video. If they do get back to me before I post this, I will put it in the description or hopefully on the screen now for you if they get back to me whilst I'm editing it. But hopefully it is soon. So check it down in the description. I will have a link as well. It will be an affiliate link should you want to pick one up and help support the channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this video, of the adapter, if you think you're gonna pick one up. And if you do, what's the first PCVR game that you're going to play? What is your favorite PCVR game if you already play PCVR? How many times did I just say PCVR? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, consider hitting that like button. It tells me, YouTube, and other people that you've enjoyed this video. Consider hitting that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future content. And whilst you're there, hit that notification bell as well so that you get informed about said future content. If you have enjoyed this video, more than likely you've got yourself a PlayStation VR 2. And you might want to know what other products Globular Cluster have to offer. If that is the case, I'd recommend checking this video out here. Stop your PlayStation VR 2 slipping with their Comfort mod. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. Anyway, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and game on.